Welcome to the 23-25 Reengagement Opportunity Grants training video on annual data reporting. Quarter 4 reporting is scheduled to open in SurveyMonkey Apply on Monday, July 1st and close on Wednesday, July 31st. This video and other data reporting videos can be found under the 23-25 webinar trainings for data reporting section of the ROG Technical Assistance webpage, linked here in the slide deck. Watching this video is highly recommended prior to starting or completing Quarter 4 data reporting. The annual data report is the official name given to data reports submitted in Quarter 4 and Quarter 8. In other words, the annual data report is the same data report in Smartsheets Gov, which you prepare and certify through SurveyMonkey Apply every quarter for your grant manager to review. As you've been working on the data report all year, you know the data report is cumulative, and thus the Quarter 4 and Quarter 8 data reports, which are the final quarters of year 1 and 2, contain the respective yearly data. The annual data report is used to analyze the data for each year of the biennium, and as such, takes on increased significance. Just a couple of key terms to review. Active youth is any youth in the data report that is receiving grant-related funds. The rows for active youth do not yet have an end date. That is, a date assigned in the end date column. End dating is the process of assigning an end date in the end date column, which includes populating the following columns listed here on the slide that correspond to the assigned end date. In terms of some general guidance, before doing any of the following on your data report, please reach out to your grant manager first. Failure to do so may result in the data report not being approved. Do not delete approved data, do not copy over or change approved data, and enter data into all required data fields. So what do we do with data reporting quarterly? Data reporting for each quarter can be reduced to these steps in the following order. 1, enter youth that started receiving grant-funded services during the reporting period, and 2, end dating youth that stopped receiving grant-funded services in the reporting period. So let's take a look at an illustration. So here is an illustration of a quarterly report where all youth entry information has been provided, and for youth who have already stopped their participation, you have given them an end date as well as all end date characteristics. Okay. And so this is what a regular quarterly report looks like. Okay, so how is the annual report different? The annual report submitted in Quarter 4 and Quarter 8 includes the addition of a third step. The third step entails assigning an end date in the end date column to all remaining active youth. For the annual data report, a remaining active youth is any youth that has not yet been assigned an end date in steps 1 and step 2. End dating is required, as you know, anytime a youth stops receiving grant-related services, and this has been an ongoing process throughout the year. End dating, as you also know, includes populating all end date characteristics with data that corresponds to the assigned end date for each youth. The difference in Quarter 4 and Quarter 8 is that end dating is required for all youth in the specified order. So if we take a look at what a complete annual report looks like, you can see here that all those youth that were still active on the last day of the year, June 30th, 2024 in this case, were assigned an end date, assigned an end status as active, as well as all other end date characteristics. So all of their year end information is provided here. So this is what an annual report looks like. Okay, in your slide deck, there are some important considerations, which basically says never override information that you have already assigned. So if you exit the program earlier in the year, retain that information. And then for your annual report, just make sure that you end date all active youth as well. Okay. So at this point, we're going to move on to what to expect for Q5 reporting in year 2 of the biennium for re-engagement. The Re-Engagement Opportunity Grants will have a new and separate data report for year 2. The year 2 data report will contain any youth who participate in YDO-funded re-engagement programming in quarters 5, 6, 7, and 8, which runs from July 1st, 2024 through June 30th, 2025. So in other words, you'll have your year 1 data report and you'll have a separate year 2 data report. So how will this happen? After your annual data report for this year 1 has been approved by your grant manager will prepare your year 2 data report template in Smartsheet Gov and copy over all youth marked as active on your approved year 1 data report. And your grant manager will copy these active youth into the year 2 data report template. Your grant manager will also delete or highlight data fields which need to be updated yearly, and your grant manager will provide the year 2 data report template link and links to the data entry forms for year 2. Note, you will retain view-only access to the approved year 1 annual data report as well. So what does this mean? Work with your grant manager to clean up the year 1 annual data report for Q4 reporting as quickly as possible. Be sure that you're maintaining internal records on all re-engagement data fields for youth who begin on or after July 1, 2024. So in that year 2 timeframe, until you've been provided the year 2 data report template for your program, and review which data fields must be gathered yearly. And you can find out which data fields are annual or reported on yearly by going to the Re-Engagement Data Manual, Attachment B. So I'll illustrate what this looks like. Here is your data manual, which is also linked in the slide deck. And if we go to Attachment B, you can see this middle column for the second program year of the grant. You can see all the information which will be copied from year 1, as well as annual fields which you'll be completing, such as a snapshot of employment at beginning of year 2 and living situation at beginning of year 2. So you can refer to that Attachment B. Okay, so you are invited to bring your questions to our data office hours in July. Please note attendance is optional at office hours, and attendance is also strongly encouraged for new grantees. We'll be offering 3 data office hours this July, which are linked to on this slide deck. And we look forward to seeing you there. Thank you so much for listening to this demonstration video. And please do reach out to your grant manager with any questions.